The things we never said. Arjun was a quiet boy who loved music. He lived in a small hill town with his parents. He was 22 years old and dreamed of becoming a famous musician one day. He often played his guitar in his room and wrote songs about life, dreams, and love. But Arjun was shy. He did not have many friends and he liked to spend time alone, reading or playing music. Mira was different from Arjun in many ways. She was 21, smart, and very practical. She was studying literature at the local college and wanted to become a writer or editor. Mira believed in hard work and planning for the future. She did not believe in love at first sight or fairy tales. She thought love was nice in books, but in real life, it was not always important. One day, Arjun and Mira met by accident in the college library. It was raining outside, and the library was warm and quiet. Arjun was looking for a book to read, and Mira was searching for the same book. Their hands touched as they both reached for it. They looked at each other and smiled. It was a small moment, but it made them both curious. After that day, Arjun and Mira started seeing each other more often in the library. Sometimes they would talk about books, music, or their dreams. Arjun liked Mira's honesty and the way she asked deep questions. Mira liked Arjun's gentle nature and his love for music. They were very different, but they enjoyed spending time together. Slowly, a friendship grew between them. Arjun would sometimes play his guitar for Mira. He wrote a song for her, but he was too shy to say that it was about her. One evening, there was a power cut in the town. The streets were dark, and the only light came from the small cafe where Arjun and Mira were sitting. Arjun played his song, and Mira listened quietly. She gave him some advice on the lyrics, but Arjun saw that she had tears in her eyes. He did not say anything, but he felt something special in that moment. As the months passed, Arjun and Mira became closer. They walked together in the rain, shared their problems, and helped each other during tough times. When Arjun's father became sick, Mira was there to support him. When Mira failed an important exam, Arjun cheered her up with his music. They never said "I love you," but their feelings grew stronger every day. But life changed suddenly. Mira won a big scholarship to study in another country. It was her dream, and she was very happy. At the same time, Arjun's father's health got worse, and Arjun had to stay in the town to help his family. Both Arjun and Mira knew that their paths were going in different directions. They did not want to stop each other from following their dreams. They did not ask each other to stay or leave. They just accepted that they had to say goodbye. Their last meeting was simple and sad. They sat on a bench near the college, watching the sunset. They talked about their memories and the good times they had shared. Mira put her head on Arjun's shoulder, and they sat quietly for a long time. When it was time to leave, they hugged each other tightly. Mira whispered, "Take care." Arjun nodded, but he could not say anything. There were so many things he wanted to say, but he kept them inside. After Mira left, Arjun's life changed. He became a music teacher at a local school. He taught children how to play guitar and write songs. He still wrote music, but he never finished the song he had played for Mira. He kept her memory in his heart, but he did not talk about her to anyone. Mira also moved on with her life. She studied hard and became a successful editor in a big city. She read many love stories in the books she edited, but none of them felt real to her. Sometimes, she thought about Arjun and the simple days in the hill town. She missed the way he made her feel safe and understood. Years passed. Arjun and Mira did not talk or write to each other. But both of them remembered the things they never said. One day, Mira was cleaning her room and found an old diary. Inside, she found a letter she had written to Arjun but never sent. Reading the letter made her feel sad and happy at the same time. She remembered the library, the music, and the rain. On a sudden impulse, Mira decided to visit her old town. She wanted to see if anything had changed. When she arrived, she walked through the streets, remembering all the places she and Arjun had visited. The library was still there, but it looked older. She walked inside and saw a group of children sitting in a circle, listening to someone play the guitar. It was Arjun. Arjun looked older, but his eyes were the same. He was surprised to see Mira, but he smiled. The children left, and Arjun and Mira sat together in the quiet library. At first, they did not know what to say. They talked about their lives, their work, and the people they had met. There were long silences, but the silences were comfortable. Arjun took out his guitar and played the song he had written for Mira. This time, the song was finished. The music was soft and full of emotion. Mira listened, and tears came to her eyes. When the song ended, she asked, "Why didn't we ever say what we felt?" Arjun looked at her and said, "Maybe we were not ready. Maybe we needed to live our lives and learn who we were before we could say it." Mira nodded. She realized that even though they had not said "I love you," their feelings had never really disappeared. They had just changed and grown with time. They walked through the town, talking about the old days and the memories they shared. They visited the cafe where Arjun had played his song during the power cut. They laughed about the silly things they had done as students. The town felt the same, but they had changed. As the sun set, they sat on the same bench where they had said goodbye years ago. Mira took Arjun's hand and said, "I missed you." Arjun smiled and said, "I missed you too." They talked about the future. Mira said she had a good job in the city, but she often felt lonely. Arjun said he liked teaching music, but he sometimes wished he had someone to share his life with. They both realized that they still cared for each other. Mira asked, "Do you think we can start again?" Arjun thought for a moment and said, "Maybe we can. We are not the same people we were before, but maybe that's a good thing." They decided to spend more time together and see where life would take them. They did not make big promises or plans. They just wanted to enjoy the present and see what happened. In the days that followed, Arjun and Mira met often. They walked in the rain, just like before. Arjun played music, and Mira read him stories. They talked about their dreams and fears. Sometimes they argued, but they always made up. They learned to accept each other's differences. Slowly, their love grew stronger. This time, they were not afraid to say how they felt. Arjun told Mira, "I love you," and Mira replied, "I love you too." The words felt simple and true. Their friends and families were happy to see them together. Arjun's students loved Mira, and Mira's friends liked Arjun's music. They became a team, supporting each other in every way. One day, Arjun took Mira to the top of the hill where they used to sit and watch the sunset. He played her favorite song on his guitar and gave her the old guitar pick she had given him years ago. Mira smiled and hugged him. They knew that life would not always be easy. There would be problems and challenges. But they also knew that they could face anything together. Arjun and Mira learned that sometimes, love is not about big words or promises. Sometimes, it is about small moments, shared memories, and the courage to say the things that matter. They realized that the things they never said were not lost. They were waiting for the right time. Their story became a simple love story, full of hope and second chances. They taught each other that it is never too late to say I love you, and that sometimes, the best love stories are the ones that grow slowly, with time and patience. Arjun and Mira's story is for anyone who has ever loved and lost, for anyone who has ever been afraid to speak their heart, and for anyone who believes in second chances. It is a reminder that love can find its way, even after years of silence, and that sometimes, the things we never say are the most important of all. And so, in the quiet hill town where they first met, Arjun and Mira found their way back to each other. Their love was not perfect, but it was real. They learned to say the things they had kept inside for so long. And in doing so, they found happiness, not in the past, but in the present, together. Their story is simple, but it is true. It is about two people who met by chance, fell in love, lost each other, and then found each other again. It is about the things we never say, and the hope that, one day, we will find the courage to say them.